Before the wedding, his father said he wanted to try me. What happened next destroyed everything. 2 nights before my wedding, Marcus dropped a bomb. We were folding programs, drinking wine, planning our future. Tomorrow night, my father needs to examine you, he said casually. I laughed, thought he was joking, but Marcus wasn't smiling. It's tradition. My brothers and Uncle Roberto will be there as witnesses. My stomach dropped. Examine me. To ensure you're pure. Every woman who marries into the Cast family does it. My mom, my sister-in-law Maria, all my cousins' wives. I pulled my hand away. No, that's not happening. Ask Nick, he looked hurt. It's just verification. 5 minutes and we move on. We waited 2 years for intimacy because he said our wedding night should be special. I thought it was sweet. Now I realized he was saving me for inspection, like a product with a quality seal. I can't do this, I whispered. That night, I left, drove through rain to my best friend's apartment. Mascara running, heart shattered. He wants his dad to check if I'm still pure. I choked out. She held me until I passed out on her couch. The next morning, I went back to our apartment, hoping for an apology. Marcus was crying at the kitchen table. If you loved me, you'd protect me from this, I said. He slapped me. His eyes widened immediately like he couldn't believe what he'd done. I left the ring on the counter and walked out. 3 days later, Marcus showed up at my friend's place, hands trembling, eyes haunted. I hit you to save your life, he said. What? The examination isn't about purity. It's an auction. I stared at him, unsure if I should believe him or call the police. He pulled out papers, contracts, vendor agreements. They'll find you through these. The florist has your card. The photographer has your email. You need to disappear. My best friend started filming violently. She was studying for the bar exam. Her lawyer brain kicked in. I called the venue, canceled, lost $8,000. That was supposed to be my rent money. When I told my mother, she asked if I'd been drinking. The next week was hell. Vendors sued me. My job flagged me for instability. My friend asked me to leave because her scholarship was funded by the Castanos. I was being erased. Meanwhile, Marcus was the heartbroken boy bringing cannoli to his coworkers. Then I saw Maria, his sister-in-law, at a pediatrician's office. She mouthed help before turning away. That's when I knew I wasn't the first. And if I didn't act, I wouldn't be the last. I started making lists. Every canceled vendor, every person who suddenly avoided me. The Castinos thought they were destroying me, but they were showing me exactly how they operated. I ran into Maria again at a pharmacy. She whispered while pretending to compare aspirin bottles. They monitor everything. If I try to leave, I'll lose my son. Within hours, I was accused of harassing her. My friends pulled away. My cousin defended Marcus. Even my mother begged me to stop, but I couldn't. I stumbled across our old cloud storage account. Marcus had used his mother's birthday as the password. In a folder labeled tax documents, I found email to someone named Father Francis. He described everything. His horror, his plan to push me away before they could sell me. I started mapping the family's finances. Payments always came 13 months after weddings, jail companies, euro transfers. Then came a photo from an unknown number, me disheveled at the courthouse. They were building a case, framing me as unstable. I dug deeper. The photographer resurfaced wanting payment. I met him. He had photos from our engagement shoot, background shots, men shaking hands, contracts changing hands. My brother reached out secretly. He couldn't help publicly. His kid needed insulin, and he worked for a Castano company, but he'd been making copies. Employment records. Women hired, then terminated 13 months after their weddings. Then came the breakthrough. Mrs. Castano's sister hadn't just moved away 30 years ago. She'd been the first to run. I found her in Maine. She agreed to testify. Maria risked everything. USB drives hidden in teddy bears, recordings from burner phones, photos of buyers, financial documents with signatures and dates. Her evidence broke the case wide open. She testified on one condition: protective custody for her and her son. The ADA finally listened. Charges were filed: trafficking, conspiracy, money laundering. Marcus flipped, tie-fied against his family for a lighter sentence. More women came forward. Maria detailed the auction, the inspection, the sale. Forensics found contracts written in Italian, literal bills of sale, some with return clauses, prices, terms. The trial was short.